What's up guys, to another behind the scenes video of a horrible dream. I'll show it one for Halloween. Yes, I said it good this time. Feel good right now. This is gonna be a good episode. Hit my lav mic, sorry about that. Probably has a little pop in the audio now, so sorry about that. Let's begin. Right now we're gonna be talking about color correcting, not necessarily color correcting inside of Premiere or SpeedGrade or anything like that. We're gonna be talking about color correcting automatically using color cards, specifically the Kaavie GC-2 cards. So let's get into it. Now, quick thing about color correcting, it is very hard as your eyes do adjust. So you usually have to take breaks every 10 minutes or so often so that your eyes can readjust. I mean, you can have a blue image in front of you and then you'll eventually start to, see it as more of a neutral looking image. So color correcting can be really hard. So doing it with cards can be way easier. So let's talk more about that right now. As I said, a tip for color correction if you don't have these cards is take a lot of breaks. Every 10 minutes, every 20 minutes, depending on how your eyes are, just take a break so that you can come back, see, oh, is that shot really matched up to that shot? Is it, so you can really see your sequence. Of course, if you're doing a Hollywood feature film, it's just better to, do it for about 30 minutes, then come back and then see, oh, that's not good, and then just correct it from there on. Then go take a little break, come back, another 30 minutes, sort of a thing like that. When it's a smaller film, just take constant breaks so it's just, smarter. Just get it done while it is there so that your eyes don't constantly adjust, and go outside so that, if it's a theater, they're probably going outside from a mall, then inside, then so sort of a thing like that. But on to our next part. Now, if you have color cards such as the Kaavie GC-2 cards, which we did review on, we did an unboxing and we did a tutorial on Film Shift, links below. So if you have these cards, it's way easier because it's an automatic selection. The programs do it for you, so no need for, constant adjusting. Now the problem is that you are gonna probably have to show this at every shot depending on your lighting. If the lighting is neutral, the same, for an example, an interview scene. He has a 3-point setup. He has a tungsten light coming in like this, and he has a fluorescent light backing him up like that, so that it's nice blue backlighting. And then he has, just a little lighter tungsten so that it can fill in the shadows. Same lighting for the other guy, but now the lights are just slightly off with the Kelvin. So then you use a card at the beginning with both shots. You don't need to do it for the rest of the shots. You just let the scene play out and then you can just go back to those clips because they didn't change. Of course, if the light's over here, you do a shot like this, boom, then move, boom. Because a lot of the times the light will then change or will reflect on more walls. Maybe there's a color wall over there that it wasn't reflecting on before, adds more red, then you can get that red out, just for example. So cards can be really useful, but can also take a lot of time in production. Now the main idea of these cards is that they are white, neutral gray, and black. Now the gray is clocked at around 18% or something like that. And now you hold them up to the camera and it sees the black values, the dark black values, the gray values, and the white values. Now, if you use it in Photoshop or something, it will automatically look at it as, oh, that's the contrast values, which it doesn't work very well for that, that's for sure. I've tried it, just went crazy with the color. But if you use something like 3-way color corrector inside of Premiere Pro, then you select it, then it just makes sure that everything's good. Although I have noticed that the Kaavies give a little bit too much green in it a lot of the times, or too much red depending on the shot. So that's one problem. Cool part about these cards is they are very small, but if possible, you can actually use them as white or gray cards to set white balance in production. Of course, it depends on how far your camera can see with the white balance detection. A lot of the times, for some cameras, you have to be right up there and fill the whole frame like that, which can be very hard. But if your camera is very good and can sense it from all the way over here, then you're good for that. Now, we didn't do that though. We used it in post for the post color correcting with 3-way color corrector. Now, just my last little point though, if you are using DaVinci's Resolve to color correct or color grade, probably color correcting though, because that's what it's actually used for, is if you rather don't get the Kaavies, you can get something more expensive, links below, for those color, what could you say, they're sort of color boards basically. And you can get those big ones, but they can be very expensive. I mean, the proper ones, you need verified ones, because sometimes the red's over here and then green's over there, and then you get other ones where the green's over there, red's over there, which are, you get cheaper ones and you get the more expensive ones. Now, if you're gonna use DaVinci's Resolve, you can actually, there's a tool inside of there, which I'll go over maybe sometime in the future. I don't have these cards though, so I can't do that yet, but I will go over it when I do get one of the cards, and it basically selects the color board, and it is way better than these Kaavie cards. way better. Of course, I don't use DaVinci's Resolve though for color correcting and all that. I do have it, so I could do a tutorial on it if I ever do get it, but I don't have it yet, so yeah. I'm talking about the cards, by the way. But yeah, so that's what you can really use. If you do use DaVinci's Resolve, I recommend it, although it goes for about $100 for the proper ones, which is very expensive. Of course, you can get ones for about $80, but you know, especially if you live in another country, then the the shipping rates can get very high also, so it might be a little bit more expensive than you really need. I mean, you can spend some money and get a little, I don't know, stabilizer, Rode Smart Lav, something like that. Could be a smarter investment. So yeah, that's very helpful. Although that has been it for this little episode of color cards. This is very quick because I mean there's not much to talk about. But if you guys did enjoy this video, go down below and check out how you can use these cards. There's a step-by-step tutorial inside of Premiere Pro down below, so check that out. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, in the next video, we'll see you people. Well then.